In the final hours of Michael Bruce Ross's life, as he awaited execution at the Osborne Correctional Institution in Somers, Connecticut, the question of his last meal carried a weight of symbolism as much as substance. Traditionally, those facing capital punishment are offered the opportunity to select a final meal, a small and often poignant comfort in their last moments. For many, this ritual provides a chance to indulge in a favorite dish, to recall memories of family, or simply to exercise a fleeting measure of control. But Michael Bruce Ross, known as the Roadside Strangler, made a markedly different choice. Ross, who had been convicted for the brutal murders of at least 8 young women between 1981 and 1984 in Connecticut and New York, declined the option to request any special meal. Instead, he quietly accepted the standard prison fare provided that day. In many reports, this meal is described as spaghetti, accompanied by a simple salad and a glass of iced tea. There was no elaborate request, no last-minute indulgence, and no effort to mark his final evening with culinary comfort. Instead, Ross's decision to forego a special meal was deliberate, a final statement as significant as any words he might have spoken. This refusal to personalize his last meal is widely interpreted as a reflection of Ross's state of mind in the days and hours leading up to his execution. Unlike many on death row who exhaust every possible appeal, Ross had chosen to waive all remaining legal challenges. By doing so, he expedited his own execution, expressing a desire to accept responsibility for his crimes and to bring closure to the chapter of his life that had been defined by violence and suffering. The mundane nature of his last meal, spaghetti, salad, and iced tea, the same as any other inmate might receive, underscored his willingness to forego special treatment and to face the consequences of his actions without further delay. The symbolism of food in the context of last meals is powerful. For some, it is a final act of defiance or nostalgia. For others, a chance to reconnect with something lost or cherished. For Ross, however, the standard meal seemed to represent resignation and acceptance, a refusal to mark the occasion with anything that might set him apart or suggest he deserved any unique consideration in his final moments. It was a gesture of humility, or perhaps a final acknowledgement of guilt and the pain he had caused. On May 13, 2005, Ross became the first person executed in Connecticut since 1960 and the first to die by lethal injection in the state. His refusal to request a special last meal, alongside his decision to waive all appeals, remains a notable detail in the history of capital punishment in Connecticut. This act, as simple as it was, has sparked discussion and debate about the meaning of last meals and the ways in which condemned individuals choose to face their final hours. So, what do you think about Michael Bruce Ross's decision to decline a special last meal? Was it a meaningful gesture of acceptance, or simply another detail in a long and tragic story? We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections. Leave a comment below to share your perspective. And if you found this deep dive into the final moments of Michael Bruce Ross's life insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations into true crime, justice, and the stories that shape our history. Your engagement helps us continue to bring you the facts, context, and analysis you care about.